So hello everybody, welcome back to the Unsummon podcast. It's your host Sean. Today I'm joined with Techon and MathsPlusGames. He has no webcam because he preferred to not have it, so no problem with that. We have him on Discord call right now, so please say hi.
I'm waving.
Oh, he's waving.
I'm waving right now.
Yeah, just pretend I'm the math.
You can feel it.
So, welcome to episode 2 of the Unsummon podcast, where we'll be having Math as our guest, and we'll be talking about him, Summoners War, and all the crazy shit that you want to talk about, because we had a quick chat before I pressed recording, and there's a lot of interesting shit that Math can talk about. But before that, I think Techon has a quick word to share.
This is going out to one person and one person only, okay? Claytano, if you're here, all right? Sick of what you're doing, all right? This has been going on for too long. Ever since my wife made that drawing of Colleen, you follow her on Twitter. The moment she follows you back, you unfollow. And you know how excited I was when you first followed my wife? I was stoked. And here's the worst thing. You follow her back the moment she unfollows you because you unfollowed her. And then she follows you back, and the moment she follows you back, you unfollow again. So it's like, what's going on here, man? What's going on? Because I'm sick of it. Just commit. My wife's a wonderful lady. Enjoy her Twitter feed.
All right, that was a quick word. And baby raging. Is it okay? Is baby fine?
Rage.
I apologize. Tacton scared my kids.
No, it's all right.
Oh, really?
It happens.
No way, Techton's
No,
on
I'm
speaker?
just kidding. No, he's not. I'm kidding.
All right, Math. I would like to ask, so to tell the two people that don't know who you are, which probably don't exist, about maybe just a quick intro of who you are, what you do in the Summon Sword community, and some interesting stuff that you want to share with us today.
I'm just a mid-game Summoners War player.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, that's the first thing I did when I introduced myself with my first video.
Really?
I called myself early mid-game, right?
Yes.
And let me be honest with you guys, I meant it at the time. And people forgot about my content and just decided to attack me on that comment. And it was a war zone, guys. It was a war zone.
But your first video was 6 million damage on Water Rift. No, 9 million. How is that mid-game?
Yeah, that's pretty mid-game, man.
It was mid-game. Dude,
Sure.
I could have done that on anyone's account. That had nothing to do with my account.
All right. So
it wasn't an auto. It was manualed, you know?
Yeah.
No one manuals that beast. That's just boring. But I did it just for
fun,
fun. Because I had to quit the game. See, that I've always quit the game, basically. I always say I had quit the game because I've quit the game so many times. I had quit the game at the time, and my friends were like, come back. And at the time, it was Dodgy Arab. I don't know if you guys know Dodgy Arab. He was Ben.
Saw him on YD stream quite often.
Yeah, he used to donate to all the content creators, like a lot, like probably more than Come To Us has ever donated to the content creators by a mile.
Yeah.
We're talking thousands and thousands, right?
Yeah.
So he used to be the biggest. He used to sponsor every person's tournament, etc., etc. And he forced me to come back. He was like, "No, come back." He actually was the reason why I initially tried to become a content creator, because he kept pushing me to do it, because he really promotes the game. So he's like a huge team player, but I don't know why, but he does that. Like, he doesn't get anything from it.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is, he made me start playing the game again. He made me come back, and he said, play it for your own goals, not the game goals. Don't become competitive, right? Because I started the game late. Europe server was already out, Necro was already out, and I'm naturally very competitive. And I got very angry because it's very hard to compete when you don't spend on the game.
Yep.
Facts.
Yeah, and George and I would always be like, "Oh, don't worry, what do you want? I'll get it for you." I'm like, "No, it's beside the point."
Yeah.
I don't want it. It's not how I want it. You know, I want to achieve it, and I feel good about it. So he's like, "Okay, do what you find is fun. Just don't compete." So I came back and made my own goals, which is, let's see how much damage I could do in Rift, which is not a goal anyone had.
Sure.
That that's how it started. Basically, there was no reason but to challenge myself and forget about the whole competing with the LD Nat 5s arena, which I still haven't got one, so I would have definitely lost.
Hin, come to us, Hin.
Yeah. So yeah, and that's how it started. Make my own goals, don't care about competition, and just have fun. Cause it's a good game. It's a good game, and you can enjoy it if you play within your own community and forget about the overall spectrum. It's just too big.
You're so right. You're so right. Like the moment, like when I was just competing with my friend group for Summoner's War, it was the funnest thing ever. Having
Honestly,
a blast, competing to
absolutely.
everybody on my level. The moment I start looking at the bigger picture, I get overwhelmed, stressed out, and I feel bad about myself.
Yeah. I mean, that went well for me. Let me tell you what happened. It went well for me. And I competed with this guy who started the game at the same time as me. He's right now the guild leader of Aris. He's a legend player now. And then I took 9 months off. You know, now you're thinking, why did you take another 9 months off after coming back? But because the guy I was competing with, like hardcore, the guy in my guild, he pulled 2 LD Nat 5s. He pulled the ragdoll.
Can feel the anger right there.
Man.
Oh, he pulled a right one. He didn't pull War Young. He pulled Ragdoll.
He pulled Ragdoll from what? Now back to back LD Nat 5s from the free monthly scroll.
Disgusting.
Wait, 2 scroll, 2 Nat 5?
Yeah.
Absolute. Oh God. Oh.
Well, I mean, the first one is Grogan, the dragon, but still.
Yeah.
The second one was Ragdoll.
He pulled a dragon and the Dragon Knight back to back. Oh my God.
Actually hype.
Yeah, basically what happened is, me and Dodgy Arab, we had a guild back in the day. We left.
Mm-hmm.
So, we left the guild, and actually this was, lots of drama happened because of that. The guild leader called me a Nazi because I was telling people to use their swords, right?
Okay.
Well, actually, she called me a Nazi because I told her boyfriend to use his sword in the sister guild, because I was in the sister. I wasn't even in the main guild, right? I was in the sister guild.
I mean, you don't tell a man to use his sword on a sister. It's just not right?
Yeah, so his girlfriend. Yeah.
But yeah, that's wait, what? So they just refused to do it, and you left because they're just calling you Nazi.
She called me a Nazi. So me and Dodgy Arab were like, we're too old for this guild, right? I can't believe this. She just called me a Nazi because I told her boyfriend. Anyway, the funny thing is she's German, I don't know. But
Are you aware of the Reddit community absolutely obliterating your videos, especially one of the most recent ones about the cleave to Guardian Arena offense team? And if so, how do you feel about it?
I don't really. People seem to think that I have a lot of time to just spend on the internet. Yeah, to respond. I have 2 kids and a wife, right? 2 young kids and a wife. So some people get really angry when I don't respond. I mean, I get people coming up to me, they're offering me a lot of money to optimize their account, and it takes me 3 days to respond. So you think I'm going to come and respond to someone who's attacking me? You're crazy. I mean, honestly, and then they feel, I don't know what the word is, like they feel even further offended by not responding. Well, guess what? Even if I had the time to respond to you, I'm not going to respond to you because you don't deserve it. If you're going to attack me instead of speak to me nicely, it's very easy to ask a question nicely rather than to go in the attack mode when you're ignorant.
I was so jealous because the fact that your video could elicit a response like that, that's impressive. Like that is, I mean, it's got to be groundbreaking stuff right there to just divide the community on, like, it was like a war in there. So, yeah, I mean, crazy. Hats off to you, because you're definitely making some stuff that is, piquing some interest.
Your feel on Reddit and your feel about Reddit summoners in general.
Yeah. This is what I was going to say. Sorry, I remembered now. Thank you. Generally, it's in human nature to blame all of Reddit because of 1 or 2 people. And I'm not going to do that. Most people on Reddit are good people.
I agree. 100% agree.
But the vocal ones, the ones with the power, the moderators are corrupt and toxic. Now, you don't want to be, in my opinion, having a conversation or an argument where the moderators themselves are not toxic, like giving your personal details away. Now, why would you tell people that my wife's account is my wife's account? Just because we use the same IP.
Really?
Yeah, she's not allowed, by the way, guys.
Because one of the argument I read was that because the account was in the same IP, so technically this is MathsPlusGames' secondary account, pretending not to be MathsPlusGames to argue against some other people, you know?
Yeah. Basically, yeah. But in the past, you could see that my wife comes in just to say positive comment about me, and I even reply to her because she's very supportive. You know, when I started making videos, no one would comment, so she'd be the first to comment to make me feel like, yeah, you got your first comment, that's from me, you know.
Sounds familiar, huh, Techon?
It does sound very familiar.
It's very natural. It's very natural. So they start PMing me, personal messaging me, right? And they start attacking me. The moderators start attacking me, like an attack personal message, right? And they start saying, yeah, so your wife just comes in to thumbs up your videos. And I was like, does your wife come to Reddit to down thumb your videos, to give you a down vote? Because mine only gives me an up vote. I don't know about your wife. Do I have to reply to this?
I think the problem is the people who enjoy the content that we make, they just enjoy the content, then they move on to the next piece of thing that they enjoy.
Because they have a life.
Yeah, but then the people who...
They're not going to come and comment and fight the trolls, because like me, they move on and go, this guy...
Right, cool stuff, like move on and watch the next stuff, you know? Getting a bit hot and heavy in here.
Well, a bit heavy.
Yeah. Can we start over?
Like maybe not too crazy detail, maybe if you can have like 3 or 5 quick tips for people to remember on top of their head, because nobody gonna remember anything we say anyway. What would it be for free removal to be better?
Well, if you're an early game player, don't worry about it. Just go straight in. Right? Have fun, play whatever makes you have fun, experiment, and that's about it.
Really?
The moment it starts to become stressful, that's when you know that you're not doing it right. So if it becomes stressful, then you shouldn't play a game that's giving you stress. The moment it becomes stressful, game is supposed to alleviate stress. So if it becomes stressful, don't do it unless you're doing it right. So how do you do it right? Well, in my opinion, you need to have kind of a plan, and don't leave to do all your planning on the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to do it before the day. Now, this is advice I have to give myself, because I'd never planned before. Even though I give you guys the advice, I'm just a last minute guy. I'm a last minute guy.
You said that if you're a newer player, just do whatever you want. I had a different opinion. What I did for my first rune removal day, I took all of my units and I figured out which unit I used the most in the most situations. For example, I had Lauren, Light Cowgirl, and I used her in Giants, Dragons, and Necropolis. So what I did is that I invested the best set that I could on her. That way, that rune set will be getting the most benefit.
I couldn't agree with you less.
Really? Really?
Yeah, Lauren's a support player. She doesn't need any stats. She's just there to keep the rest of the team alive, and she doesn't really need anything but be maybe a bit tanky, a bit of accuracy. Whereas usually your squishiest units need the best runes so they could survive and do the most damage, because they're the hardest to, in early game player, your hardest hitting to keep alive. Right. So I don't completely agree with you. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Use it everywhere, but what you need to give better runes is the weakest link.
True.
You need to strengthen your weakest link as opposed to making heavily strengthening one unit and keeping the rest of the team weak. That's like going in with one unit. It's about building a team, not a unit.
That's no, I agree. But I'm saying though,
what do you call it? I'm going to quote Barion's word.
Yeah.
People always quote Barion. I mean, it's common sense.
Build team,
But
not units.
Since he's the first person to say it, it's about building a team, not a single unit. I mean, I could go in with one unit and probably solo the entire dungeon. But if I was early game and I did that, that unit is the only one unit might survive. And it's not. You need to balance the weighting so they all survive. Just barely if you're that new. You want the. I remember like when I first did it, when I used to kill the boss, I had 2 units alive because everyone just barely made it. Mm-hmm. But if I had put all the runes on one unit, then they would have died probably on the ads before we even got to the boss.
But I'm not saying that I put all of my best runes on one unit. I'm saying find all of the units that you use in the most situations, and then kind of like have like a waterfall effect of like getting them all lined up in accordance to how often you use them. So like for example, Lauren, Bella, I use them for GB, DB, and MB10, and then also Sigmaris. I use for Giants and Dragons, so it kind of waterfalls in that effect.
I see why you took that route. Yeah, and it's because you're building on a mistake. Your first mistake was that as a new player, you're doing GB, DB, and Necro. When you should be doing one dungeon for the first 6 months at the very least, if you're trying to grow.
And build a team for that one dungeon only. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, only. Exactly. You
forget about the rest. Don't try to make one thing work for 3 dungeons.
I thought it was important because you need to get those. You need to get those bonuses like the Veramos runes, the 6-star, the Rage set off Necro.
It's quite the opposite, actually. The opposite. Let me explain to you something. So let's assume you have 100 runes. Yeah. Let's assume you have 100 runes. What's more likely for you to get a full set bonus in Fatal, let's say? If those 100 runes were divided 33% in Giants, 33% in, so let's say 33 runes from Giants, 33 runes from Dragons, and 33 runes from Necro. What is the chance for you to make a good Fatal set if you did that, compared to all 100 runes were from Giants? Which you're much more likely to have a full broken set using the first approach, which is your approach, than to have non-broken sets using the approach I'm telling you about, which is Fatal Blades.
I 100% agree with what you're saying. However, what are the chances that a new player coming into the game is going to want to do the exact same content for 6 months straight and not explore anything?
I agree with you, and that's why my advice was just have fun.
Damn.
As in
destroy.
You're right.
Destroy.
Destroy.
But if someone is competitive as a new player, if someone coming to me, like when they come to me to the stream and they come to me and say, would you give me advice as a new player? I'm like, if you're going to be competitive, what's your end goal? I always say that. Mm-hmm. If you're having fun, don't worry about it, right? Mm-hmm. If you're trying to be competitive, I could give you a better route to get there. But the moment you find it boring, stop doing what I'm doing and do what you want, because you're just going to overburn yourself and quit the game.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the people who have mana problems. No one should have mana problems.
Sad.
No one should. If you have mana problems, you're not doing something correctly, in my opinion.
I have huge mana problem, but it's just me. I move runes around to make YouTube videos. That's all.
Oh yeah.
All the time, every day.
I understand, and that's why I don't make many videos.
Oh, Igmanodon looks so cool. I need to move runes to him. Oh, shit. I need to move it now.
I don't know how you do it. Like, I don't understand how all content creators make so much videos. I can't afford to do that.
I just stare at my storage and be like, the light lizard man looks like it has potential. Let's do it. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Dude, I always say this about that stupid unit. And every time I test it, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because my runes are not good enough.
It just doesn't.
One thing that I've always been really curious that hasn't been fixed yet about Summoner's War is how they decide to spread the debuffs on monsters. When you go into TOA, there's a cap of 10 debuffs or buffs, the combination of the two, on each unit. And when all the units are standing next to each other, left to right, the debuffs, they get blocked. They go straight up off the screen. If you're in RTA, if you have more than 5 debuffs or buffs on the furthest unit to the right, You can't see the other 5. I don't understand how something like that is still in this game, and I was wondering how y'all felt about
it. I didn't even realize it. I mean, I know about the
Really?
10 debuffs. I know about the 10 debuffs in TOA.
Yeah.
But I never reached 10 debuffs because I cleave TOA. I don't dot them to death. That takes forever.
Yeah.
I see.
But for
Yeah,
people
that-
more like in the early game who have like the
Yeah, I
Veronas and
remember
water
that
homunculus.
problem. I
Yeah.
remember that problem. I don't think... Yeah, I remember it, but it's... I mean, who cares?
I feel like it's important. I feel like it's
I
very
know.
important to see all the data on the
If we
screen.
got 10 bloody debuffs from the enemy, what do you think he's going to do? Run away?
Well,
No.
the thing is, though, is that-
For me who use Rika, I have the same problem. I see all 10
Yeah, you
I
can't stun them.
can't see anything. It's all
And you can't
there.
stun them.
But the
can't stun
problem
them.
comes to PvP where you see all when I use Rika in PvP, I see like and Gani together. I see
Yeah.
like tons of debuff, and then I can't.
Oh,
I love
shit,
it.
am I gonna
I
stun?
love it.
Am I gonna
I
stun
love
or
it.
not?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
I love it. I'll tell you why I love
The
it.
Gani Rika or
No, let me tell you why I love it. I use Bastet and
mm-hmm,
Messity
mm-hmm,
and Shields,
mm-hmm.
and that means I have about 7 buffs. So
Uh-huh.
when they Molong me and they strip a will rune, they can't find out which monster got stripped by will. So they don't know to reset. Because they're like, oh, this guy got stripped will. And he's like, what is it? And then they don't know what to do. Because they can't see it. There's like 10 buffs on this guy.
there's just so much the ambiguity to the game. I just feel like, hear me out. Simple fix to the debuff layout. Have them stack in a row of 4 because once you go to 5, it overlaps. Or make them go, you just stack 4 and go up from there. Keep the 10 cap for sure, but I feel like it's important for the player to know what's on it, what's not on it, and it seems like a simple. Like I do a fair amount of coding myself. It's really not that hard to change the code. But the other thing that I wanted to know about ambiguity and how y'all felt about it is how whether a shield is full or a shield is 1% away from being broken.
No.
Is it important to display how much of a shield
It's
is
very
out?
important not to display it.
Why is that?
It adds to mechanic, it adds to strategy building. For example, if I can trick the hell out of the enemy, for example, if you make a very high base defense unit, your shield
Yeah.
is unbreakable, but the guy keeps attacking it and he doesn't know. So
Yeah.
that builds onto strategy. But you're going to take that strategy away by giving the opponent the answer.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it to be displayed. That takes away from strategy building.
I think that
If it's
takes
not
away a lot of
displayed-
trap too. Like a Cayman
it takes away a lot
shield,
of trap.
a crit damage Cayman
Yeah,
will have a shitty shield compared to a full HP
Exactly.
Cayman.
Exactly. It takes away too much away from strategy building and trap plays.
But yeah, I don't think we have more topics. So we're probably gonna wrap this up for this one. If
Yeah.
you have any last word, anything you want to share, then if not, then it's fine. Oh wait. One paranormal activities that you have encountered. Do you have a story to tell?
I do.
Oh,
have a
really?
story to tell. I swear on my life, this happened.
All right.
It's one of those. I swear on my children's life, this happened.
Okay.
I love my children more than anything, and I've never sworn on their life. But this happened because, and I swear on their life because if anyone else told me this, I wouldn't believe it. Even if they swore on their child's life,
All right, we're
I wouldn't
ready.
believe it.
Come in.
Okay, so this was back in university days when I was young, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I used to live, in halls, like in university, in the
Mhm.
campus.
Yeah.
And we were studying this was the plan, right? You know how you go to someone's place to study? There's always the plan to study for exams, but it never
And you
happens,
never.
right?
yeah, exactly.
But the
University
plan
life.
was to study for can't remember what it was. I think it was computational chemistry or something. Anyway,
Mhm.
one thing led to another. We started talking about the Ouija board.
Oh my.
Right?
For real?
I swear on myself, I'm shivering right now. Actually.
Oh fuck. Oh shit.
I don't believe in hocus pocus, so this scares me more than anyone else because I went in strong, going.
Like, I don't believe this shit. This shit's not true.
I went in strong. And none of us believe in this stuff. We're all scientists, right?
Mhm.
We said let's do this. We've never actually done it. We always just say we don't believe in it. Let's just do it. Just say we've done it and we don't believe in this bullcrap, right? So we want to make a Ouija board, and we went to a website, and it says how do you make a Ouija board? We don't have a Ouija board. So we had this fireplace, right? And there was a big marble piece there. Big marble. I don't know why it was there.
Yeah, just
whoever the landlord was just left a marble piece. It's big though, like about 30 kg. Yeah, you can't pick it up. I mean, 2 people. And so it looks old and ancient, this marble piece. I don't know where it is from. It's like from the fireplace. So we put it on the floor and we start drawing on it the Ouija board. You have to put the letters and everything in a circle. And it looks really ancient, yeah. Whatever. And we want to do it like, give it the aesthetic, so we get candles and everything,
Oh shit.
Yeah, we're trying to go all out for the aesthetics, yeah. Going all out. We're going all out. And we're sitting in the middle of the room, and just so you understand how my apartment was, and it was like, so you have when you go into the apartment, there's a like a corridor. Yeah, so you open the door, you go into the apartment, there's a corridor, and there's another door, and there's another small corridor, and there's another door. And that's where we were sitting. And we were sitting in the middle of the living room, big living room. And we started playing. And the first thing it says, we have to hold hands, all of us, in a circle around the Ouija board, light the candles up, and ask the jinn, or whatever it is, I can't remember, whether he is here, and give us a sign if he exists, right? Hilarious stuff. And the lights were off and everything. So we said, please give us a sign if you are listening to us. And the bulb on top of our head blew up.
The what?
It was turned off. The bulb, the light bulb, on top of our head blew up.
Holy
You are freaking me out, man.
I'm fucking shivering. Bruh.
Like, this must be, you know what? With scientists, this is a voltage surge or something crazy like that. Fuse must have missed it. Fuse didn't go off, by the way. The fuse didn't go off, but the I'm getting like goosebumps right now.
Yeah, you're creeping me the hell out.
Holy fuck! Oh no!
And we looked at each other, going, "Coincidence? We're scientists. We're not gonna buy that crap, right?" So we asked again. The same person, give us another. This is why I start screaming. Yeah, this is where we were like, "Give us another sign. You're here," and someone knocks with a fist on the door. That there's no one could be behind it. There's 2 corridors, 2 doors before that. No one is there. The doors are locked. Knocks on the door like really loud bang. Do.
Bro.
And we start screaming like little girls. Yeah, wiping the board. We can't even turn the light on. It blew up. Okay, we're staying in the dark here right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's.
Oh
yikes.
my god, bro! I'm shivering. Holy.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm totally
This is
good.
coming from a scientist, yeah. I don't believe in hocus pocus,
Oh
but
my.
I do believe in dark matter.
I'm
believe in dark energy.
I'm shivering, bro. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
I may or may not be having a panic attack. Yikes.
Oh my god!
He's an actor. He's an actor. Unless he sweats physically, don't believe him.
I'm not. I'm fucked up right now. Holy shit!
I have a little bit more lighthearted story. If hopefully that story does the story get creepier?
No.
So you scream and then it ends, right?
We automatically, all of us in our minds remembered what would happen next if we continue, and all of us from our earlier days remember Exorcist. So we were like, we're done. We're not getting possessed. We're done right here.
Wait. Charging the battery pack. Oh my god. That was scary when Techon go off.
Yeah, we're fine though. We're fine.
Imagine that.
If that's not coincidence though, yikes.
But have you seen that film? Have you seen that film where they do like a Ouija board on live?
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah.
It's like, and then someone starts talking in the chat, joins an anonymous person.
Yeah. That was scary.
And they start killing themselves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So are you guys down to doing the Ouija board right now on live?
No. I'm about to go out. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for spending the time here. I appreciate it. It was quite long. And check out Math. You'll know him. Like, don't check out him. Check out Techon. Nobody knows Techon. No, everyone knows Math anyway.
No, definitely do check out Techon.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's going to start getting banned from Reddit. doing this podcast.
Nah, we're good. Me and brother, we're tight.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for watching, listening, and I'll see you guys in the next Unsummon podcast. Okay.
All right, man.
Bye.
Take care.
Pretending to wait.
Cheers.
Peace.
Alright, stop recording. 3, 2, 1.